9:05 back here on Live Impact News on Monday morning. As promised, Majestic Storm is joining us now in the Live Impact studio. Wet roads out there, and I don't know, did you? I woke up to the thunder.
Yeah, I did too. It woke
okay,
me
that wasn't
up.
part of your alarm?
It woke me up a little bit before my alarm.
Yeah,
but I like waking up to storms. I think it's just the meteorologist in me, but it's always that little fear of like, what's going on? I need
What's
to check
happening?
and see what's going on. But thankfully, it was just some heavy rain at my house. Area roadways this morning. I've been doing traffic over on WCNC all morning long, and it has been a little busy. I think it's really been that ponding out on those roads. So if you have any place to be, I always just say the easiest thing to do is probably just drive a little slower. Maybe allow for a little extra drive time to get to where you need to be, because you know how it goes. People rush. It's an early Monday morning, and they have places to be, and sometimes the road conditions quickly get worse, especially when we have the rain. Let's get going with our weather forecast. It is a cloudy, very dreary start to our new work week, but it is going to be cooler today. Cloudy skies. We have rainy conditions. The rain is still coming down, but it is still very humid out there. It is going to stay humid throughout the majority of the day today, and really by tomorrow we're back on track to sunshine. So maybe just appreciate the clouds while we have it, the bit of a cool down, and then after that we're going to start cranking things up. Temperatures are going to start to climb fast with mid to upper 90s returning, and we are going to dry things out by the end of our work week and into the beginning of our weekend. Looking ahead, this is our 12-hour forecast. You can see rain is still in the forecast. It's going to be kind of coming in waves, on again, off again. It stops and then it starts again. It'll be very, very light sprinkles and then possibly a couple of heavy downpours still. Temperatures, though, are air temperatures only into the upper 70s. That is amazing, because we should be right around 90 degrees for our average high this time of the year, and it has been a very hot start to the month of July. Almost every day we've seen those temperatures above our average. So a cloudier and cooler day. But remember, with the humidity, it still feels sticky out there, and it's still going to feel like we're into the lower end of the 80s. Flood watch is still in place, especially up towards our mountain counties right along I-40 and north of that, because we still have that rain coming down. We actually had a flash flood warning going into place early this morning because the rates of the rain that was coming down was so intense that it kind of just overwhelmed the ground. Of course, we tell you over and over again how badly we need the rain, and yes, we need the rain. Sometimes it just happens too fast, and that's when we see a quick rise in creeks, rivers, streams, that sort of thing. So at this point, it's pretty ideal. We've seen light to moderate rain now for the last few hours. This is that slow, steady rain. That's more of maybe an inconvenience if you have something to do outside, but it's hard to even call it an inconvenience at this point because of how dry the ground is. This is our satellite and radar, so you can still see where the rain is currently falling. Once we zoom it in, I wanted to just kind of localize into some of our main counties in and around Mecklenburg County. This is where the rain is still coming down. Again, it's light to moderate, just need some windshield wipers going and call it good. I mean, it's cloudy, it's dreary, and yes, this is going to be ongoing as we head throughout the first half of our day. This is live this morning coming in from Kannapolis. This is what it looks like currently, was that rain is coming down. That's live this morning as we're looking out there. Cloudy skies, and heading to the south now. This is going to be a Monroe camera, where it's not a lot of rain, but you can tell how damp things are going to be. Mostly hoping for some good rain for our lawns, our flowers, everything, just hoping for some good soaking. As we're looking in and around the Queen City, this is 277. So this is where the rain is also still coming down, not seeing a bit of a break there. Rainfall total. So this is what our radar has picked up on over the last 24 hours, give or take. It's radar estimated, but mostly everyone has received up to around about a quarter of an inch of rain. Some areas receiving more than that. More than that is good, because remember, we are still in a drought. We get an updated drought every Thursday, so we'll be able to see how that has changed. I think with the rain from last night and over the weekend and now this morning, hopefully we can continue to put a dent in that. So here's a futurecast. Let's walk you through the rest of our Monday. We'll fast forward time, and it still seems like the bulk of the rain happens during the morning time. Here's about 11 o'clock. Temperatures will be into the 70s at this point. Still some scattered lingering rain here and there. One thing that holds steady today will be the clouds. I don't suspect that it's going to be one of those days where it starts out really, really cloudy and then absolutely gorgeous by the end of the day. I think possible sun breaks here and there, but the clouds are taking over. We'll let the clouds take over today because we'll have plenty of sunshine to make up for it later. As we fast forward more, we'll pause time around 4 o'clock. Still noticing cloud coverage, a little bit of spotty shower activity, but where you see kind of that darker gray, that's indicating possible clearing. So there could be some late day sunshine, but I don't think it'll be absolutely perfectly clear. Heading into tomorrow, though, I think tomorrow is kind of a different story. It's going to be a beautiful day. We'll have some sunshine returning, still going to be warm and muggy as you're heading out the door for our Tuesday, and then Tuesday afternoon, temperatures will start to climb. So that's kind of what's going on right now as we're looking at radar. We have rain still coming down. Just be mindful that today's kind of just the gloomy start to the day, and this is what it looks like. If you are maybe a slow riser and you like to just join us over here on the stream and you haven't really gotten out of bed or opened up your curtains yet, it's gloomy really across the Carolinas. You can see in our Kannapolis camera a few raindrops popping up there. Now, it's not that heavy downpour like we had early this morning, which is good. We just need that nice slow drizzle, and hopefully we can continue that through most of the day. Current temperatures, though, 74 degrees. That feels nice. Such a nice cool down. Even in the high country, we're seeing temperatures into the 60s. It is cooler, but it is still very, very humid. Temperatures into the 70s. Dew points are also into the low 70s. So all that means for you is that there's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. You can go outside. You can tell it's cloudy. The sun's not out. It's cooler, but it's one of those days where if you're going to be outside, don't even bother doing your hair. Put it in a ponytail because it is very muggy outside. Muggy conditions last throughout our entire week. But remember, the difference in the forecast today is that today's kind of the cloudy, rainy, muggy day. Tomorrow, we're back on track to sunny and muggy, hot, humid conditions. So we're kind of trending towards a drier weather pattern, and we're going to notice that over the next few days. High temperatures mainly into the upper 70s, low 80s, so below our average by about 10 degrees or so. And then over the next 10 days, as you start making those plans, you can see how those temperatures crank up. By Thursday, a high of 97 degrees, and then eventually starting to trend more downward by next week. Low temperatures over the next 2 nights drop down into the upper 60s, and then lows will hold steady into the 70s. Rain chances, remember, today's our best chance for rain this week until, look at Sunday. Sunday will bring another opportunity for rain showers. We'll look for that, especially as we're heading into our weekend weather forecast. If you have any plans, just stay close to our weather team here. Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day forecast looks like this: a cloudy and gloomy start to the week, but then by tomorrow, the sun returns, and we will see much hotter temperatures. Upper 90s by Thursday. Seems like it's going to be an overall pretty hot and sunny start to our weekend. We'll be watching Sunday, though, for some active weather returning.